I was sitting in the attorney's office, the leather chair squeaking with every shift. My parents hadn't even been in the ground long when the will was read, yet the words cut sharper than any eulogy could. We leave all assets, properties, and holdings to our nephew Daniel, the son we never had. Not beloved child. Not our pride and joy. No, straight to Daniel, the cousin with a fake smile and a Rolex bought on credit. I didn't scream, didn't flinch, just leaned back, folded my hands, and let a faint smirk tug at my lips. Later that night, my mom texted, "Transfer the money for the mortgage." No greeting. No thank you. No, how are you? I replied with 2 words. Ask Daniel. Here's the thing. This didn't appear out of nowhere. The signs were everywhere. The tacky neon outfits. The family barbecues growing up, always the same story. I bring my report card. Straight A's, pristine, neat as a soldier's bunk. Daniel would arrive late, hair slicked back like a villain from a B movie, bragging about his entrepreneurial spirit. Translation, pyramid schemes. Mom would beam. Dad would slap him on the back. That's our boy, they'd say, as if I were some visiting exchange student living under their roof. Meanwhile, who covered the real bills? Who paid off Dad's medical debts when his investments failed? Who quietly funneled money into Mom's mortgage while she played bridge and acted like she earned it all herself? Me, the invisible son, the ghost ATM. I ignored it, of course, pretended it was normal, made jokes to console myself. Love isn't measured in money, but apparently it is in the balance of their checking account. And sure enough, the numbers never added up. The will was the tipping point. That night, I logged into every account I'd been quietly managing for them. Mortgage autopay? Canceled. Utilities on autopilot? Canceled. I left it neat, polite as always. I drafted a spreadsheet with all their monthly expenses, color-coded in Daniel's favorite green, printed it, and slipped it into a manila envelope, mailed it straight to their mailbox with 1 sticky note. Since he's a real son, he can be the real sponsor. Symbolic enough? Maybe, but I didn't stop there. I boxed up every guilt-laden gift they'd given me over the years. Ugly sweaters, passive-aggressive self-help books, the ceramic mug that said, "Number 1 nephew" as a joke, and left them on the porch. A quiet donation drive for the ungrateful. The real showstopper came 2 weeks later. Family brunch. Daniel strutted in wearing a blazer 2 sizes too small, waving car keys like he'd just invented transportation. When the bill landed, everyone slid it toward me, like always. I smiled, pushed it back, and said loud enough for the neighboring table to hear, "Oh, I don't cover family expenses anymore. That's Daniel's job now. After all, he's the real son." The silence was exquisite. Forks froze midair. Daniel's grin cracked. Mom's face drained of color, as if realizing the champagne wasn't on the house. The waiter blinked, shrugged, and handed Daniel the check. The sound of him fumbling for his wallet was sweeter than any dessert. The fallout was immediate. Midnight calls, Mom demanding, Dad signed dramatically, Daniel whining about financial stress. "Do you want your mother homeless?" she spat. I calmly replied, "No, I want her honest." Big difference. And hung up. My aunt called too, whispering like we were plotting a coup. "You can't just stop supporting them." "Of course I can," I said. I just did. Every confrontation ended the same way. Them unraveling, voices cracking, manipulation peeling off like cheap paint. And me, calm, precise, surgical. My words were knives, but used with skill, not rage. The breaking point came when Daniel tried to flex. He stormed to my door one Friday night at 11:47 p.m., banging like a tax collector with bad manners. "Open up. You can't just abandon them." I opened the door just enough to slide a folder out. Inside, bank statements, receipts, proof of every dime I'd poured into my parents' lives for the last decade. Tens of thousands. All my name, none his. Consider an invoice. I said, "Since you're inheriting everything, it's only fair you also inherit the debt of gratitude." His face, red and blotchy, sputtering, was cinematic perfection. He tried a lunge, but my neighbor, a retired cop, Stepped outside, phone already dialing 911. Daniel backed off, muttering threats, but the damage was done. The meltdown went viral the next day, thanks to a teenager filming from across the street. Entitled inheritor screams at cousin over money, trending for 48 hours. Even better, the attorney called me soon after. Turns out Daniel's public tantrum opened the door for a legal review of the will. Elder coercion, favoritism, mismanagement, all on the table. I didn't reclaim their house, assets, or love. Didn't need to. What I reclaimed was far more valuable. My dignity. I moved the money I would have wasted on them into my own life. Took a trip, renovated my kitchen. Finally bought something new for myself, without guilt. Mom still sends texts. Cold, clipped, always demanding. I reply with 2 words. Ask Daniel. And the moral? Blood may be thicker than water, but it's stickier when it stains. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is wash your hands clean and walk away. I chose peace. And let me tell you, peace looks a lot better in a renovated kitchen with soft close cabinets.